Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel, which name is Analytics Pro. Here under this playlist guys, we are going to cover only SQL concepts from scratch. In the previous tutorial guys, we have studied about some advanced functions like coalesce, isNull, nullIf. And in today's tutorial guys, we will talk about some more advanced functions of SQL. And that is the part 2 of this advanced function. So firstly we will start with this cast function. So let's begin our class. So this cast function converts the data type of any expression to the specified data type. And here is the syntax guys. Firstly we need to use cast function. Then we have expression parameter and the length. So this length parameter guys is optional because that is in the brackets. So let's learn how to use cast function in SSMS. So let's move towards the SSMS screen. So here we have entered in SQL Server Management Studio. And now let me click here on this new query. And simply select my database name, let's say Shubham. So firstly guys, I am using this cast function on any numerical value to change the data type. So I will simply start my query with select command. And now I am using my function name which is cast and bracket start. So here I am taking any random number, let's say 25.82. And firstly I am defining the data type as integer, let's say as int, which is integer. And finally I am giving the alias to this query, let's say as number. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So here we guys can clearly see this returns a number without any decimal place. Because by default guys, this data type is decimal. But we have changed the data type from decimal to integer. So that's why guys it is getting as an integer data type. They are not giving any decimal places value which is 82. And now guys let's check one more example. So let's suppose this time I want to convert this integer data type as text. So what can I do guys? With the help of cast function, I can simply change the data type name from integer to text. So what I will do guys, let me copy this query and now let me paste it here. And simply I will change the data type. Let's say var_char. And we have already discussed one more thing guys. There is a parameter guys which name is length. So whenever we write any data type, we need to define the size of the data type. Let's say 100 or any number. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So see guys, this time this data type has written as text. So guys, if you remove this data size from here, and now let me execute this query again. So see guys, it's not throws any kind of error. It's again written the same data type which is text. So that means this length parameter is optional here under this cast function. And now let's talk about one more SQL function which name is convert. So this convert function converts a value of any type into a specified data type. So with the help of convert function guys, you can also change the data type. This is exactly like a cast function. But there is a slightly one difference between cast and convert. And we will talk about this difference later. So firstly guys, let's look at the syntax of convert function. So here we can clearly see the first parameter is data type or length. And length is also optional. And the next parameter is expression where you can put any column name or any value. And the last parameter of convert function is style. So definitely we will discuss all the parameters one by one. And we will also cover the difference between cast and convert. When you need to use cast function and when we need to use convert. So again let's go back to the SSMS screen and understand this convert function first. And now guys I will take the same number with convert function. So I'll simply write select and here I will use my function name which is convert. And now let's start the bracket. So the first parameter of convert function is data type. So I will simply take the data type name, let's say integer which is int. And the next parameter of function is expression. So I am taking the same number which is 25.82. And here we have one more parameter which is style. That we will talk about it later. So for now only I am simply closing this bracket and give alias to this query, let's say as number. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So here we guys can see convert function also returns a same result just like a cast. Because that data type is decimal which we have converted to integer. In a similar way guys, if you want to convert that data type into text, so simply remove this integer from here and take data type var_char. So here we need to take the data size. So I am taking number as 100. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So here we can clearly see this convert function returns varchar data type because we have taken varchar. So in this way guys, you can use cast function or convert function to change any kind of data type. And now guys, let's see a practical of both the function with table, that how we can use both the function in any of the table. So guys, I have a table which name is home. So firstly let me change the database name which is Saurabh here. And here under this Saurabh database guys, we have a table name which name is home. So I will simply write select star from table name which is home. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So guys, this is the table here. And let's apply cast and convert function here under this salary column. So firstly I will apply cast function here. So I will simply write select and now I will write my function name which is cast. And under expression parameter guys, I will take this column name which is salary. And length parameter guys is optional. So I want to return this data type as varchar. So let's suppose guys, this is an integer data type and I want to return as varchar. So I will simply write with as keyword and my data type name is varchar. So length is optional parameter guys, so I'm not taking any length parameter. And let me close this bracket. And finally I will give alias to this query. Let's say as text dt which is data type. And finally I will write the table name which is home. So with from keyword guys, I will simply write the table name here. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So here we guys can see the salary column returns as text data type. And if you want to see all the columns of the table, so what you need to do guys, simply put it star here for selecting all the records and put it comma. And here we guys can see this column is created here under with this table. So in this context, you guys can use this cast function with table. And now let's learn how we can use convert function with table. So again I will start my query with select command, select, and I want to see all the records, so I will simply take star comma. And here I will use my function name which is convert and bracket start. So the first parameter is data type. So I want to return as varchar data type because it's already an integer. And here I am taking the data size numbers, let's say 100, comma, and under expression parameter guys, you need to take that column name which you want to convert. So I want to convert this salary column here. So I have simply taken salary column, or you can say field. And now let me close this bracket and simply give alias to this query. Let's say text underscore dt which is data type. And finally I'll write the table name from home. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So here we guys can see both the functions are working fine. Either you guys can use cast function or convert function in any of the column to change the data type. So I hope you guys are clear with the similarities of cast and convert. And now let's talk about the difference between cast and convert. So before that guys, let me delete all the queries from here. And now guys, I am using cast function to change the data type of date. So let's start my query with select command, select, and now I will write my function name which is cast and bracket start. So here I am taking today's date which is November 4, 2024. So I'll start with this single inverted quote. So firstly I am taking year name which is 2024. And now I am taking the month number which is 11, hyphen, and finally I will take the day name which is 4 and single quote close. And finally I will write the data type, let's say as date as well as time because I want to see date and time and bracket close. And finally put the alias to this query, let's say as dt which is date time. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So see guys, with the help of cast function we can see the date time data type. Earlier we have only date, but when we use this date time format, so it returned date as well as time. And the same thing guys we can also do with the help of convert function. So let's try to create a same query with convert function. So I'll simply start with select command. And finally I will write my function name which is convert and bracket start. So here first parameter is target type, or you can say the data type. So I am taking my data type name as date time, comma, And under expression parameter guys, either you guys can take the column name or any number. So I am taking this today's date, which is 2024 hyphen, and here I will take the month name, which is November. So I'll put it simply 11 hyphen and the day name, which is 04 and inverted comma close. And finally close the bracket and give alias to this query. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So see guys, both the queries giving you the same result. So the question is that guys, what is the difference between cast and convert, and when we need to use cast and when we need to use convert? So here is the answer guys. Convert function mostly used to show date time in different formats. However, in cast function we can't change date formats because there is no style parameter in the syntax. So this is the major difference guys between cast and convert. And now let's understand this thing with practical. So before that guys, let's again see the syntax of both the functions. So we can clearly see there is a style parameter here under this convert function. And under cast function guys, there is no as such parameter of style. So let's learn how to use this style parameter here under this convert. So let's go back to the SSMS screen. And now guys, let's use convert function with getDate. GetDate function guys, we have already covered earlier. With the help of getDate function guys, it returns the today's date. So let's use getDate function with convert. So I'll simply use select command and now I'll write my function name, which is convert and bracket start. So the first parameter is data type. So I am taking, let's say, varchar. And under expression parameter guys, I am using one more function which name is getDate, which returns today's date. And now bracket start and bracket close because there is no such parameter of getDate. And now let me put it comma. So the next parameter is style. And here under style parameter guys, I am taking this time, let's say 0 and bracket close. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So as soon as I execute this query, so you guys can see this date returned with a different format because I have put it 0 over there. And here header returns no column name. So let's give alias to this query, let's say dt. And now let me execute this query again. It returns date with different date format. So basically guys, here under this convert function, here style parameter means we can change the date format. So here is a website guys, which name is W3 School. With the help of this website guys, you can also make the practice of other concepts of SQL. So let's move towards this website guys and check how we can change the date formats with numbers. We simply needs to change the number from the style parameter and we can see our dates with different formats. And this style parameter guys is already having convert function. With the help of cast function guys, you cannot change the date format. So let's move towards W3 School website. So here is the website guys. So here we guys can clearly see if you put it 0, so it return month name, day and year along with time. And if you put it 1 over there, so it return such kind of format which is MMDDYY. So let's try this one. So let me change the number from here 0 to 1. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So here we guys can see the format has changed. Now it is only returning the number which is 11, 4 and 24. So here we guys can see we have more style formats here under this W3 website. This link I will share here under this description box. So you guys can also check the formats. So here we guys can see we have a list of formats. So let's take one more example of this German format. Let's suppose if I'll take 104 and let's see what happened. So let's go back to the SSMS screen and instead of 1 guys, I am using 104. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So see guys, it returns the same format which we have seen in the W3 website. So with the help of style format, you can change the date format. And that is the major difference guys between cast and convert. With the help of cast function, you can't change all these formats. And with the help of convert function, you can definitely change with different date formats. And now guys, let's take one more example to see how we can use convert function with table. So what I will do guys, let me go back to my previous database which name is Shubham. And here we have a table name guys which is sales. So I will simply open my table, select star from our table name which is sales. And now let me execute this query. So here we guys can see we have two dates column, order date and ship date. So let's apply the same convert function to change the format of this order date column. So let's start our query with select command, select, and now I will write my function name, which is convert and bracket start. So let's say my data type name is var char, comma, and under expression parameter guys, I will take this order date. So I'll simply write my column name order date, and there is a gap between guys between order and date. So if you have a gap between your column guys, so what you need to do, you simply need to use square brackets so that SQL will understand that is your column name. So that's why I have used square brackets, and now put it comma. And now let's change the format of this order date. So here under this style parameter guys, I am taking let's say 0 and bracket close, and simply put it alias to this query as order underscore date, and finally write the table name from sales. And now let me select this query guys and hit execute. So here we guys can see we have changed the date format of this column. So if you want to see that column here under this table guys, so what you need to do, simply put it star here to see the all records and put it comma. And now you guys can see this column name at the last here under this table. So I hope you guys are clear with the difference of cast and convert. And now let's move towards some other advanced functions. So our next function name is system user. This system user function is a function that returns the name of the current user at the operating system level. It provides information about the user who is interacting with the database management system or application server at any given time. And that is very easy to use guys. You simply need to use with select command, that's it. So let's move towards the SSMS screen and apply this system user function. So firstly guys, let me delete all the queries from here, and I will simply use select command and my function name, which is system underscore user. That's it. And there is no parameter of system underscore user. Simply select this query and hit execute. So see guys, it is giving my system username, which is vtx underscore s verma, which you guys can clearly see it here on the left side. So in this way you can use this system underscore user. And now let's jump into the another function of advanced function category, which name is user underscore name. This user underscore name function guys returns the database username based on the specified ID. If no ID is specified, this function will return the name of the current user. So let's check how to use this user underscore name function. So again I will start with select command and simply write my function name user underscore name. And one thing guys we need to keep in mind, we need to start this bracket and close the bracket. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So see guys, it returns my DBO name. Here DBO stands for database owner. So with this category guys, we have covered almost all the functions of SQL which are majorly used in our day-to-day projects. So we have covered various categories like aggregation, date time, advanced, text function and lot of. So with the help of this free YouTube channel guys, you can learn Power BI as well as SQL. And you can also share this channel with those who really wants to learn Power BI and SQL. And day by day guys, I will also add some more advanced concepts of SQL as well as Power BI. So stay connected with us and kindly support this channel. And those who are new to this channel, kindly hit the like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to press this bell icon guys, else you will miss an update. And those who wants to learn Power BI or SQL from scratch, so you guys can follow this free YouTube channel, which name is Analytics Pro. And if you scroll it down guys, so here you guys can see we have a full course Power BI playlist where I have explained each and every concept about Power BI in detail. And if you click here on this playlist button guys, so you guys will get to see multiple playlists are here. This is the Power BI full course playlist, and these are the advanced concepts of Power BI where you guys can take the knowledge of advanced concepts of Power BI. And we have this Power BI with SQL playlist where you guys can learn all the concepts of SQL from scratch. So you guys can start your SQL journey with this free YouTube channel. And along with that guys, we have this visualization playlist and we have this DAX expression playlist where we have covered most of the DAX functions from scratch which are majorly used in your projects. And here under this playlist, I am also trying to cover all the differences of DAX functions which is majorly asked in an interviews. And very soon guys, I will add some more playlists so that you guys can take better understanding of the analytical skills. And for the job seekers guys, we have this free Telegram group where I'm keep posting latest Power BI jobs opening, as well as you will also find some latest interview question and answers which recently asked by an interviewer. So you don't need to pay anything to anyone. But those who are looking only live sessions, so we guys also conduct live training and sessions where we prepare candidates from scratch till intermediate level with some scenarios, real-time projects, assignments, notes and so on. And we also provide placement assistance with the help of WhatsApp group where you will get to see some HR emails, contact number and so on. And you guys can also follow us on Insta as well as Facebook. So all the links I will share under the description box. You guys can follow us there. So for free learners guys, you guys can follow this Analytics Pro, and for the live training and sessions, you guys can connect me any of the platform. Thank you so much guys for your more love and support. Keep learning and keep growing. Thank you so much.